Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri to all. Minal aidin wal faizin. Maaf zahir dan batin. And yeah, welcome back to work. Yeah, I know it's hard to be here, but at least we have a month of guilt-free eating to look forward to, since Hari Raya is celebrated for 30 days non-stop. And that's nowhere else but in Malaysia, folks. And oh yeah, that tasty-looking rendang, the evergreen ketupat, and the sumptuous satay. Talking about food already tickles my taste buds. I mean, who does not love food? Especially us Malaysians. We are definitely proud of the 24-hour mamak restaurant, which also serves as a living room for those too cheap to get Astro Super Pack. Only here in Boleh Land, the land blessed with many kinds of foods to keep your tummy happy. Most of our conversations don't start with a hello or how are you, but rather, dah makan? But hang on a second, do we love our food too much to the point of waste? A problem that becomes even more prevalent during festive seasons, of which Malaysia has many. Well, we are one Malaysia after all, eh? Now, how much do we waste? Want to know the figure? Get this. The government says Malaysians waste 9 million kilograms of food during Ramadan alone. That's equivalent to 13,000 kancil cars, and that number is expected to increase by some 15% during Hari Raya. Now, here is another horrifying statistics for you to digest, no pun intended. The UN found that we, as a human race, waste almost $1 trillion worth of food every year. Do you know what 1 trillion worth of food waste looks like? There you go. While we talk about the horrifying levels of food waste, have we ever paused to wonder about the total cost that comes with it? Or is it yet another rhetorical question only suitable for academic discussion in the library? Which, by the way, I was just being sarcastic. Beyond just the food cost, there is the cost of making it. The power, the gas, all of that counts to tally as well. That aside, where do you think tons of food waste will go to? Narnia? No, my friend, it will go to the landfill, of course, which brings with it its own range of environmental issues. A nasty byproduct of food waste is the greenhouse gas methane, bad to breathe in and a main culprit in global climate change. Now, have you actually wondered why do we waste food? Have we become too detached to the food source to the point that we could not care less about the value of the raw materials? You know, think about the hardships of farmers that grow the vegetables for our salads, and the labor it takes to rear cattle for the good steak that we enjoy at TGI Fridays, for instance. Have we lost the plot by not thinking enough about the dark side of consumerism? Here's something to shed the light. The UN has blamed consumer behavior as the main culprit behind food loss and waste. Interestingly though, the UN also accuses consumers for poor planning in the purchase of their food. And the UN says this stems from the careless behavior of those who can afford to waste food. And also, another reason behind food waste is the overzealous sell-by dates. And not only that, our strange inability to eat ugly fruits too that cause the waste to pile up. Don't give me that look, you know. You know that you wouldn't buy an orange if you saw even the faintest hint of a bruise. When all is said and done, here's a $1 trillion question for you. How do we solve the food waste problem? Truth is, there is no one-fits-all solution in this case. You can find tips and solutions on the internet, but hey, let me save you some time and list out some common tips to reduce significant food waste. For the consumers, prudent buying and moderation will help, but of course it is always easier said than done. But it saves you money though, which in this day and age is always a good incentive. Also, the government can play a bigger role too by allowing tax breaks to restaurants and supermarkets who donate their leftover food to the needy. At least nobody needs to go hungry in this country. And for the food that can't pass muster, infrastructure to recycle it would at least ensure that the landfills remain manageable. In a world with limited natural resources, reducing food waste should not be a forgotten priority. Let us remember the spirit of Hari Raya, that of moderation and loving your fellow man. Let's feed the people and not the landfills. Waste not, what not? Food for thought this Hari Raya, you know, just saying.